I'm Pete Whiting. This is my wife, Kim. We've been going to Newbridge Community Church now for about 6 years. When we first started going, we were told about life groups, which is something that was very foreign to us. In any other church we've ever belonged to, there wasn't life groups or anything like that, so it was something very new to us. And about 3 years ago right now, Kim had major surgery, and not knowing what to expect, and in all candor, not expecting anything, the support we got from our pastors, but mainly from our life group, with people coming to the hospital, visiting, praying with us, was so exceptional that the amount of love that was brought in was just unbelievable to us, and how it worked. After Kim got out of the hospital, the food chain was absolutely wonderful, although we both probably gained too much weight with all the wonderful food, but the love that was shown was just wonderful. 6 months later, Kimberly suffered a severe stroke. 2 days after her stroke, she suffered a pretty bad lapse of aspirating some vomit that put her in an extremely critical situation. Members of our life group and very close friends got together that night in the chapel at St. Peter Hospital, and we had the most intense prayer session that I've ever been involved with. That evening, before we left the hospital, the doctor came out and told my daughter Angela and I that there was probably only a 10% chance that Kimberly would survive through the night. This was part of our prayer about that, and that at a very minimum, she would have reoccurring pneumonia and lifelong problems with her lungs. About 7 o'clock the next morning, I came in, and the doctor was standing there shaking his head and turned to me, and he said, "I just scoped your wife's lungs and they're completely clear. There's no sign of any damage or anything." And he says, "I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand it." And this rush of love came up in me, and I said, "Don't worry, I know what happened. I know exactly why her lungs are clear." And the doctor kind of gave me a strange look and left the room. But it was at that point that I knew that God had intervened in our lives and healed Kimberly of that part that was going to basically be horrible for her for the rest of her life. But it came out that she was perfectly clear. Life group has really changed our lives, and I can say from May to September, when there isn't a life group, that we really, really miss it.
I would encourage everyone to think about going to life group, how important it is, how deep thinking you have to do. It's a good thing to do.
It has been in our lives and will be forever in our lives, an important thing.